Can you briefly share your experience on the day of the boards?
Well, I think atong pag-boards na mo, oh my gosh, dili siya ingana ka nice. It has a lot of bad signs. Because amo go wake up call was 3 a.m. So, atong 3 a.m., I cannot sleep early. I couldn't sleep early. So, I think nakasleep ko goro mga 11 or 12 because sa mo amang good nga building, napay gasaba ba? Mura ganang construction. Wala sound makuni pagtug ani oy nga ing ani. Yeah, when I slept na, nagkadamgo pa jud ko nga ako ang score daw sa one of the subject, diba dapat 200. So I think in order for you to pass that subject, mga dapat ang imong score is 140 ata. My gosh, ako ang nakuha is 109 over 200. So imagine ako ma-feel mo kung halang anong may nadamguhan ako ni. So nga na siya, so gala more bad sign na gito.
Premonition.
Yeah, so after that, when we came when we came to the area na sa Amore Review Center, dito na nagkuan nga murag da ka briefing ba. However, it started to rain. Yeah, we had to walk man kay because walking distance raman ang review center og ang the school venue ba to take the board exam. It rained heavily man. Yeah. Kami sa mo school wala pa ko kahibawan no wa mi nagdala og payong. Basa kay
Ito, wala sa mo nagdala.
I think we didn't wala mi nag-anticipate ato nga mo rain kung hala gabi sa rain o niya kung hala basa kayo mi like when we met our teachers distributing our lunch that day nagasulti sila nga kakabasa man ninyo. I remembered also nga murag nakasulti sila nga si Della Victoria kay basa kayo dito ano ba kay nauwanan ba so nakulbaan pud sila kay because they were expecting ba pagkasulod pa lang gyud sa venue. My gosh, init kaayo.
I remember.
Because it was a national high school, magod nga building. So, ang amor room pag yun.
Walay aircon.
Yeah, istupad sa gym. So, imagine na, unsa ka init. Init kaayo niya. Kami gikan nigbasa niya. I was pasmado, guys. I was like, I have a pasmado hands and we weren't allowed to have tissue or even panyo or handkerchief sa mua. So, imagine my kuan nga ni kulba because as what she said, very sensitive ang paper. So, pwede na nga ma-reject.
It will affect.
Yeah. So, grabe gito pangulba. Init pa.
If you have sweaty hands.
Init pa, kulba pa, like that. Yun, ambot lang. I didn't know how I managed that. So, especially during the exam na during the afternoon, 1 to 5 nga exam na mo. So, imagine, init kaayo, niya, napay ga-play sa gym, napay ga-basketball, niya, kung saan, makunin niya. I was, very kayo na ba? I was about to pee, but I cannot pee na because I had to finish because we were not allowed also to take bathroom breaks. I didn't know why. I didn't know. Pero when I asked my other classmates, they were allowed man. Pero sa mo lang room, the proctor that we had, we weren't allowed to go outside jud. So
it depends on the proctor.
So imagine having to answer the hardest subject pa then I was like holding my
bladder.
My bladder. Then saba pa dito sa gym. Then init pa ang surroundings because the electric fan was just focusing on one student. So
you were thinking bad signs at that day.
All bad signs good siya. So wala pa naabot ang results as I go home na from Cebu to Negros. I also dreamed pod nga when the results came na I didn't pass. So unsa man ni? Oy, sige mag-bad sign, sige og kadamgo og ingana. So muna siya a lot of bad signs.
Dreams, no?
Yeah, a lot of bad signs.
On the day the PRC results were released.
Yeah.
What were your expectations before checking the list? What did you search first? The list of passers or the list of top-notchers? Or what was your reaction? And how did you feel when you saw your name on the top-notchers list?
Actually, I was in I was alone in our sala watching K-drama ba. So, we were told na the results might come na within the day. Pero I didn't check first man. So my teacher just called me nga kung ano ning call man ni si Miss nga. So when I answered, they already told me congrats, they were crying. So I started to cry also because I checked na they were sending naman, so a lot of chats na they were sending na the list of Topnotcher. Yeah, I saw my name like di mo ko katuo nga naman.
I remember at that
Nga
time
naman
also.
nga a lot of bad signs, a lot of kuan ana. So if
Many.
it's for you, it's for you.
Yeah. God's will.
Yeah. I deactivated my account man good before the results came. So I deactivated because I wasn't really sure lagi nga to pass the exam. So if I fail, it's okay because I deactivated ako account. But yeah, so when I open on my Facebook, a lot of mentions na or tags.
Fast forward, during the oath-taking ceremony, how did you feel when you were announced as the first placer?
I was nervous,
And also, she were asked to give a speech in front of thousands of new PTs and their families. So, share your experience about the during the oath-taking.
Actually, I was very nervous, man. I mean, as in, okay ko kay that time, I really just wanted to sit beside my friends. I don't want to sit at the front. Because I was the only like school ba, not in Manila. So
the rest were in Manila.
So they were just like talking to each other. So ako sa center ko, oh my gosh, this is so awkward. I was just like chatting with my friends who are in the or the other seats na. So like that, and I was very nervous good, like having to, because I'm not a fan of public speaking. Yeah, it's one of my fear back then, public speaking. So
be consistent rather than pursuing being the best. That quote became a real game changer. Since then, I've learned to treat myself with more kindness and have made it a self-reminder to simply do my best every day. As we say it in Cebuano, padayon, a common yet meaningful word which means to move forward despite the multiple setbacks.
When I had that speech, my knees were trembling good. So my classmates used to make fun of me for that one because they can see how my knees were trembling. Yeah.
I remember also because our parents weren't able to participate during her oath taking, and so I was the substitute at that time. I flew from Cebu to Manila. I didn't know that it was part of the oath taking too. Nga you have to award your.
It was really new to me, like the recognition.
Oh, the recognition one. Like you have to go to stage, and I'm not prepared. I just wearing my Birkenstocks.
So yeah, but overall the recognition from the city, from the social media, everything that involves recognition. I was new to that because I think this is the bad side of being an overachiever. I think I didn't use, even when I was in college, I didn't use to celebrate my small wins. I didn't use to celebrate if I got Dean's List because people were expecting me anyway. So it's like that ba? Like having that mentality nga, don't celebrate it. People were expecting you to do it anyway. So what's there to celebrate? Like that ba? So I think that's the bad side.
If the school had Topnotchers, they will post tarpaulins, even on jeepneys, even at the back of the bus. Like she was not used to it.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not used to that recognition or that public.
But it's okay. But at least like they were proud of you.
Yeah.
So you have to appreciate it.
Yeah, I do appreciate it, but I'm just not used to it. That's why I don't know how to react to that one.
I remember also during your oath taking, not everyone, but like most of the people listening to her speech were amazed by her speech. But her speech was all about, God's will.
Humble beginnings.
It's about humble It's always
beginnings.
in God's hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I told her when she cried, the night of her board exam because, many bad signs.
A
And
lot.
I told her at that time, I remember, I told her at that time, do not underestimate God.
Yeah.
It's His plan anyway. So you just give your life to Him.
Yeah. I will do the rest.
Yes. After the oath taking, you had to make big decisions. How did you end up in your current job?
I was confused pa on what path to take that time. I was confused pa if I go to medicine or if I just work. But a month after, my dad was diagnosed with cancer. So that was when I chose not to pursue medicine because I didn't want to become a pabigat anymore. I didn't want them to spend a lot pa for me because even though if you grant scholarships in medicine, it wouldn't guarantee like 100%. Yeah. So yeah, that was my decision to really find job, then be a physical therapist. Yeah.
So can you share to them your struggles and applying hospitals, the expectation nga if you're a top-notcher, you will get accepted immediately.
I think it's
but in this case for her it's not like that. It's not
Yeah.
that easy.
Yeah, it's not that easy because I think that will also reflect how our system works na good because if in the hospital, I think they don't recognize that much good. They will opt to professionals who have more experience than just being a fresh graduate. Yeah. So I think it's the reality lang. That's what I've always said naman during my oath taking na it's not because you're a top-notcher you can grant everything right away. It's not because it will never be a basis of how a good physical therapist you are. So trying to apply in a hospital, you really should work a lot para makasulod sa hospital. It will not guarantee you being in a being in the being a top-notcher's list. Yeah, so yeah, that's it.
What are your tips for incoming freshmen who wants to take PT?
I think for me, just try everything you think maka-work for you because even though if you follow mga study tips sa mga top-notchers pa na, if it doesn't work for you, it will not work for you, Chod. So, nga na gani, I didn't mean the profession but the study habits. So, for example, ako, mas ganahan ko mo study nga mga upbeat nga music. Like, don't judge me guys, but my playlist when I'm studying like mga Pinoy rock like Nick Makino, mga ingana, so mga
Uy,
mga,
si Looney yun
sa mga loony like that, so mga tao lang. Yeah, don't judge
Block
me.
9.
Yeah, mga ingana. So because that will help activate my brain manggod, so it will not make me sleepy ba. So mga ingana. So during the first year, I think that's the most essential part as well. Because that is when you gather or build your foundation or your basics na sa physical therapy. Because in physical therapy, manggod nga course, ang importante is your basics and foundations. Because sa physical therapy, a lot of analysis, and even if you don't know the complex concepts, if you just have a good or if you just have a solid foundation of everything, you can just answer, you can pass the exams like that. So yeah, so during the first years, it's very important to build your foundation and your basics. Make sure to also have fun. Make sure to also participate in extracurricular activities. Have a social life, guys. And yeah, just know what works for you what's best for you. So, yeah.
But how about for advices for students and fresh grads who are currently struggling in college or preparing for the board exam?
I think siguro one step at a time lang. Siguro if I don't know, yeah, as what I've said before, it differs because we are all different people, man. But I think if you really want to like start early, it would be better if you start not to read book reviews as early pa lang, don't memorize the answers, just really comprehend or understand the concepts
You have to
behind it.
understand
Yeah.
You have to understand. That's
Yeah.
the most important.
Yeah. And for those naman who are currently undergoing, actually because I was also a lecturer, no, for in review centers. But for me, ako ang masulti lang, especially no if October naman, so December na. So this time siguro focus na more on problem-based na nga mga question, mga tunanan. So really study smart lang. Know what works for you good. So for example, if your optimal time to study within the day would be during the afternoons, then focus there. Focus during the afternoon. And if dili na gani nga katulogon na ka sa gabi, then don't force it. Kaya ako sa una, ang optimal time to study was afternoon man, after lunch, because I can drink coffee na. Pero I start become agitated na during the evening. So, guys, I will stop no studying na dayon. So, yeah, just find and do what works best for you. So, yeah, ingana urgency.
And that's all for this video. I hope you learned something from us, and you can like, share, and subscribe. Is this still a thing in 2025? But yeah, let me know, or let us know in comment sections if you have something to say or recommendations about for my next video soon. So goodbye everyone, and thank you for being with us today.
Bye, guys.
Bye.